Yo, what up? Today we're going to be reacting to Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunters. Look, I know it's been a while. I have a lot to catch up on. We're starting here, I think. Believe it or not, I have not heard the song. Of course, it's inescapable to a certain degree. I have heard some of the chorus. But, hey, as you're watching this video, you might be thinking to yourself, wow, I like this video. Well, you better subscribe, okay? Maybe not right now, but as you're watching the video. Okay, let's go. We've got way more stuff that we're going to get to after this, so. I would also like to watch this movie someday. It's a movie, right? Okay.
I was a ghost, I was alone. 두어진 길 속에 given the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was the queen that I meant to be.
Okay, this singer is doing a lot to make sure that she stays within the pop style while also keeping some of her unique vocal characteristics like her darker, fuller tone, which is interesting.
Given the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was the queen that I meant to be. I lived two lives, tried to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. Caught a problem child, cause I got too wild, but now that's how I'm getting paid. 끝없이 on stage, I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be.
Okay. Oh my God, that has to be, my guess is that's somewhere around an E? E5? What note even is that? Holy shit, wait, there's no shot. Is my guitar out of tune or something? Dude, holy shit. I'm such an, I feel stupid, first of all, because that is considerably higher than an E5. That is an A5. Which is basically unheard of. Maybe we've heard Ariana Grande do that. Maybe there's a couple songs or something like that, but that is actually basically unheard of, and I can't believe I didn't realize how high that note was. I guess I gotta fix my ears. But normally, that's as high as songs go. You know what I'm saying? That is kind of, okay, that's a little bit crazy. Dude, I thought I'd be able to give some examples. I don't even think that note is in my range. This is gonna get. Hey, that was better than I thought, to be honest. Oh. What the fuck, man?
Waited so long to break these walls down, to wake up and feel like me.
Yeah, okay, again, like I said before, vocally, she has a very unique sound. She has sort of this dark, fuller sound, airy and a little bit moany. Her vibrato is very, very fast.
It's all in the past now, and finally live like the girl they all see.
See? Right? It's kind of coming from this spot. But still, when you really, even if she's singing kind of big, when you pull the volume back and you add the air, a lot of people maybe don't necessarily notice how big her voice actually is until she starts to get louder. Yeah.
Shining like I'm born to be, 'cause we are hunters. Voice is strong and I know I believe.
Wow.
We're going up, it's our moment. You know together we're glowing. Gonna be golden.
Dude, that is so crazy. And by the way, this is why when people get upset or think that their range is somehow limited because they believe that they're an alto or they believe that they're a baritone or something like this, even though she has a pretty big sounding voice, a pretty thick sound to her voice, she's still hitting those notes, right? Because hitting high notes has not necessarily anything to do with your voice type. You know, you're hearing it here. Really, what she's doing to get up there is she's finding spots where even though she's nice and big in the bottom, she pulls back the volume a little bit relative to her lower range, and she makes her voice a little bit more thin and small sounding so that she can get up to those notes without necessarily straining or pulling her chest. Yeah,
like I'm born to be, 'cause we
right here,
Hunters, voices strong,
right there. You can really hear that change there. Yeah,
we are Hunters.
And it begins, and I apologize for the yap, but it begins on this Hunters. So she gets away from that type sound, and she moves towards ooh, more of a small, closed sound, more of a restrained sound, and we'll hear that in a second. You can hear this, you can hear a little bit of that humph, but that goes away in this next section, and she ditches that for the rest of these high notes because you have to. You know, it's going to be different in my voice. Right? You can hear how much smaller that is, just as an example, as opposed to whatever, trying to like really push for it. There's so much of that is coordination, and you're going to hear this type of a small sound as she goes up. She's big there, but there. That's crazy. That is ridiculous. That jump from this it's a right, you know what I'm saying? Like going from one extreme to the other, big and thick in the bottom. I haven't heard this at all. Wow. Okay. Wow. Of course, this song was actually kind of, you know, I've heard the chorus, right? Like I said before, yeah, in covers and stuff, but the actual full song was considerably better and very cohesive. I think pretty difficult in terms of like the writing and in terms of performing it vocally because it goes so freaking high. I'm very curious to hear it live. This might have to be one of my next videos. Wow. Okay, is this real? Have the real singers on. Not to replace lip singers. Okay, playback voices. Okay, never mind. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. I guess that's not real. I don't know. You guys let me know. Where can I see the original singers singing this? Anywhere? Hold your horses. I did see that they recently did a live performance on, I think, Jimmy Fallon. So let me know down in the comments if you think I should react to that, and I'll see you there. Anyway, subscribe and let me know.